I will show you today the difference between a manager and a leader using something very simple, processes and procedures. If you give this task to a manager to implement processes and procedures, the first thing they will do is to define the steps. They will document how work should be done. They will assign roles to each step. They will make sure every task has a clear owner. And to make this structured and organized, they will typically use the Raki framework. So now, everything becomes clear on paper for every process. You know who is responsible, who is accountable, who needs to be consulted, and who should be informed. At this stage, the process looks complete. It reads well, answers are clear, and everyone understands their role. Then comes the execution time. And this is where things quietly start to break. Approvals take longer than expected. People wait on each other. Tasks go forth and back without closure. Meetings increase, but progress feels slow. Departments blame each other. Now the problem is no longer about roles. The problem is about decisions. This is where a leader thinks differently. A leader doesn't just write the process. They first look at how decisions actually flow within that process. They ask very direct questions. Who is recommending this process and procedure? Who performs the work after the decision is made? Who gives input before a decision is finalized? Who approves that particular process? And who actually makes the final decision for that process? Then they go further. Where does each person's decision rights start and end? How far can someone act without escalation? How many approvals are truly necessary for that process? Where are overlaps or gaps that slow things down? This is the essence of the RAPID framework. A leader implements both frameworks, Raki for clarity of roles and RAPID for clarity of decisions. Here's why RAPID gives leaders the advantage. Decisions move faster. Everyone knows exactly who decides what. Ownership is real, actually. No more waiting on someone to approve because it's clear where authority begins and ends. Bottlenecks disappear. Processes don't stall due to unclear decision rights. And accountability becomes stronger. It's easy to see who is empowered to act and who must escalate. Board level influence becomes easier. Leaders can back their recommendations with structured decision clarity and data, not assumptions. A manager focuses on clarity of task. A leader focuses on clarity of decisions. A manager builds processes and procedures so work can be done. A leader builds processes and procedures so work actually moves smoothly, quickly, and without confusion. And here is the final insight. A leader doesn't rely on assumptions. They track delays, approvals, and rework. They use that data to continuously improve decision flow across all processes. Because processes and procedures are not just about things done rightly. They are about making the right things move at the right speed. One creates activity, the other creates momentum. If you feel stuck in management and want to step into leadership, own decisions, remove bottlenecks, and move processes truly forward, let's talk. I help professionals like you transition from managers to leaders who create real impact.